your eye on him. Billing in the 24 kart. Big slider from Curvers. They go 3 wide in the L7, kart 54 for Tranta. Look out, here comes Billing. Billing up the inside, are you kidding me? Billing puts the move on Tranta, and you have a new race leader. There's no low-key way to whip these around. Plenty of power down. You just got to back him in to get it through the other end of the corner. And we're green, KT Twins. Somewhere around 40 motors right now singing through this place. Thanks to Rodder Plumbing. And your opening lap underway through Carey's corner for the first time. I think it might be Billing, your early leader, as you could well expect, started up the front, and he well and truly knows how to get around this place. The heat presented by L7 Racing and Hamos Concreting. And there it is, Brett Billing from Tatiara Karting Club. Your leader from Jared Tozer, Braden Dunn, Riley Hammerstein, Ashley Nitschke, Lewis Bull from Lucendale, Luke Squires, a prior race winner, Tyler McQuilkin, Thomas Francis, and Jake Tranter make up your top 10.
Cool shot as they work this center section here to sweep back to this left-hander. And back to the main straightaway to lock in this next heat. Coming up, we'll have another heat of KT Twins. Very popular class of racing. Lewis Bull back in that 5th. Luke Squires already with a heat race win. The big speculator just then. Uh-oh. Trouble here, the 55 caught up in all that as well. Tyler McQuilkin, not happy as you'd imagine. Boy, they're quick around here.
You need a big pair of forearms in these things to whip them around. There's a lot of weight and they just want to drive in a straight line with the pair of motors. You absolutely have got to throw them in. So a big set of arms to peel him in as Billing. He absolutely makes it look easy out in front. He knows his way around this place super well. The W2 in second place. So Nathan Chalmers is second, but he's not showing up on our timing. Oh, so the W2, that's a car park up through Carey's corner.
Another big speculator. That's the place you're really throwing in. Billing with 1 to go, but this is the battle. Really on at the moment. Riley Hammerstein. It's his birthday tomorrow. Lewis Bull, Jared Tozer, Tom Francis, Braden Dunn, Ashley Niski, Jacob Childs. They set him up for Kerry's. Boy, what a win for Brett Billing. His second trip to victory lane already today. Long way back to second, Riley Hammerstein.
Oh, that's Nathan Shame.
Oh yeah, he got up there, well done.
Yeah, Chalmers in second, so not showing up on our timing. Boy, the 47 did well to keep that thing running. And only just, thanks to Tatiara Truck and Trailer. So missed it in the timing there, might be a receiver issue, a transponder rather, for Nathan Chalmers, who was second. So you're seeing on on screen, if you're, of course, on the live stream, Riley Hammerstein was third, Lewis Bull fourth, Jake Tranter, Thomas Francis, Braden Dunn, Jacob Childs, Jared Tozer, and Sam Putland make up your top 10.
Someone's about to get sent to the headmaster. So they're going to roll around one more time. Just waiting to see where the board... No! We went green. So the acre official had the naughty board out and he didn't stick it at anyone, so that's good news.
For now.
I thought someone was getting in trouble. Oh, big send into Kerry's once more. KT Twins Group 2 going after it here at Tatiara.
Shannon Barry right in the thick of it. That's not the place you want to be, not by any means. So Josh Bull is your leader from Mark Burford, Jordan Curvers, Jake Oxford, Alexander Magro up to 4, Oxford 5, Lisa Walker in 6, Declan Morrison, Ridley Sullivan, Daniel Ludlow. Kart 91 is Brandon Farrow, who went off track and spat back half a lap, but there is some wheel banging on early, and KT Twin Heat 2 coming in hot.
Mark Burford running the number 83 kart. We're not used to seeing him in that kart. It's a borrowed car for him here this weekend. Jordan Curvis, Josh Bull, Alexander Magro, Jake Oxford, Lisa Walker. Boy, they're throwing some haymakers. Here comes Lisa Walker as well in the 4. Battle is on. Curvers, new leader. Burford trying to come back at him.
Big speculator. Burford way up and over the wheel as you'd expect. Driven that way for years and makes it work. Lightens up the rear end and puts a lot of weight over the front track of that kart. And Magro, big slider on Bull. Alexander Magro, kart 32, goes to third with a big slide on Josh Bull. Thumping their way through. Lisa Walker on your screen. Walker goes past Bull. Big rise for Lisa Walker in kart number 4. There's not a boring corner of this racetrack right now. They're spread out right the way through, and KT Twin.
Lisa Walker up to position 4. She's really starting to charge. Declan Morrison in 7th. Ridley Sullivan, Jake Oxford, Josh Bull in there as well. White flag about to come out. Curvers opening up a substantial lead right now over Mark Burford. Magro, Walker, Bull, Oxford, your top 6. Just outside the 10, or just inside Wensky. Daniel Ludlow, 10th and 9th, and Shannon Barry in 11th.
It is a tightly gapped field with one to run. Into the final corner this time, Jordan Curvers. A happy little advantage over Mark Burford. Then it's Alexander Magro, Lisa Walker, Josh Bull. And the top 5 coming past the lap kart there was 10 of Ashley Eakins. The kart definitely running on one motor and not even a happy one at that. But your unofficial results time in thanks to L7 Racing and Hamos Concreting for KT Twin. Heat race number 2. Jordan Curvers from Adelaide with Mark Burford in second. Alexander Magro from Morgan Kart Club. And then it's Lisa Walker, Joshua Bull, Declan Morrison, Daniel Ludlow, Ridley Sullivan, Shannon Barry and Jake Oxford making up your top 10. Alongside Child, so Lightning versus BRK front row. That time looks better. Green flag will wave. And Childs will be the first to the corner, but Putland puts it back on him. Child switches back through. And how's the battle for the lead in the first corner? Already, Jacob Childs settles into the lead, and then it's Putland, Sierra Iwano, Curtis Leach, Thomas Francis, the top 5. When they look to lock in lap number 1, passes going aplenty.
Child still your leader from Putland. Sierra Iwano doing a good job. Oh, the 12 card off the racetrack. Daniel Wensky and the 5 of Talitha Stott. Got some trouble there. Childs, Putland, Francis, Squires, Iwano, Stott, Wensky, Curtis, Sullivan, and Lynch your top 10.
Partland under immense pressure from Thomas Francis. Childs just kicks her in nicely. And Partland still holding out Francis. Francis goes high. Partland has issues. Partland slowing. And it idles back down. It might be something like a chain. It's rolling pretty freely. Or a pair of chains in particular. So Childs from Francis. Luke Squires now up to 3. Alexander Magro, Sierra Iowa now. Ridley Sullivan, Curtis Lynch, Ashley Eakins, Jason Curtis, and Mark Burford in the top 10.
Another car just stopping at the left-hander, that sweeper. And we're yellow on parts of the track here where we have 2 incidents that are separate. Childs, Francis, Squires. Top 4 really gapped, but what a battle for 50 got there. Sierra Iwano, Ridley Sullivan, Curtis Lynch, Ashley Eakins, Jason Curtis, and Mark Burford, your top 10. 1 to go. Track is flicking off a bit now, Liam.
Yeah, got him absolutely covered. Jacob Childs going the factory BRK twin, putting on a dominant display. He's got clear track coverage over Thomas Francis, Luke Squires, Alexander Magro. Into the last straightaway before the right-hander. He'll bend around to the left and collect the checkers. A comfortable job by Jacob Childs. He made that look easy. Had an early battle with Sam Partland, who unfortunately didn't make it the whole distance, with issues for the N3 that robbed him of what could have been a top 3 quite easily. Thomas Francis second, Alexander Magro third, Ridley Sullivan, Curtis Lynch, Jason Curtis, Sierra Arwanow, Mark Burford up to 8, Jake Oxford 9th, and Ashley Eakins inside the top 10.
Supporting us as well here. All right, you see the 46 car just on that shot as well. Hayden Vickers playing support to little sister Caitlin this weekend. Big run around the outside for the 91. Brandon Farrow. Brandon having a big old dig.
Yeah, I think it was Brandon earlier that had that up and over in the Outlaws as well, so he's straight back out and into it.
Oh, what just happened there? Oh, speaking of Brandon, the left rear tire is down. We have dropped a stack of karts. Lewis Bull is out. Look at it down there. It's a car park. So I don't know what started it all, but boy, Farrow had that cut down tire. Here comes your leader, Shannon Barry.
They did a great job to clear that track so quickly, didn't they? That's the expectation, that you get straight up if you're able and get off track, and they stay green, and it's a credit to the way they run the sport. Everyone gets up, drags their gear out the way, and the show rolls on.
I don't think they wanted to.
No.
I think they were kind of hoping it would be a restart. This guy, Shannon Barry, very handy sprint car racer as well, leading from Luke Hughes out of Western Australia in the Genabine entry. Cooper Davis from the Great Southern Club. Hayden Vickers out of Adelaide. Corey Brom, Daniel Ludlow, Tom Callahan, Tyler McQuilkin, Lisa Walker, and Jordan Curvers, your top 10. That's about all she wrote. We lost a stack of them in that incident in Kerry's before.
Shannon Barry really just putting on a clinic here. He's driving it really off the throttle, making it really fast, as much as he's not using full throttle percentage. Pretty much from the minute he kicked that in, he never got anywhere near the throttle again and just rolled it through. So
oh! 78 car Liam off the racetrack. Daniel Ludlow. Ludlow got hooked up on the windrow and off he went. Just look at the people in Kerry's.
It's just crazy right now. When it's a little bit skatey, like the track is a little bit wet on the bottom when they've come straight out on the water, It's a lot of horsepower to try and get to the ground. And clearly that's been a little bit of the issue here.
White flag is out. Barry continuing as he goes past the bus stop in terms of the amount of people waiting for a bus ride back to the pit area. Cool shot then of them snaking their way through. Checker flag about to come out for Shannon Barry. Boy, that's a walk in the park. But the personal fitness trainer, Luke Hughes, will hold on over Davis. Just saw then after the checker into turn one.
Well, they're having a couple of words about it.
Well, Tyler McQuilkin put his hand up and said, sorry.
Vickers wasn't having a piece of it.
I don't think he wanted to accept the apology. Curvers will be sixth. Tom Callahan. Every time I hear the word Tom Callahan, I think about Tommy Boy, the movie Tommy Boy. I'm Tom Callahan. So Barry, Hughes, Davis, Vickers, McQuilkin, Curvers, Callahan, Walker, Brom, and Ludlow. Your top 10 in KT Twin Heat 2. Hustler Karts has the local agent in David Garnett, who has 4 hustlers running in SA with 3 this weekend, Gary Duff, and Stato Daryl Tolmer is running in 2 classes. So always good to have the Pages family here. This time we are green. We roll down into, I shouldn't say roll, we rock down. Oh, did you see him re-enter the track just then?
Turn it back on.
That's the beauty of KT Twins, Liam. As you well know, these things are rocket ships. I was going to say bullets. That's only appropriate sometimes.
So, Mongo, Nathan Chalmers from the Great Southern Kart Club. Race leader from Lisa Walker. Ashley Eakins, Adam Sterling. Josh Bull up to 4th now in the 16. Terry Pitt, Brett Billing. Shannon Barry up to 7. Jordan Curvers, Mark Burford, Jordan Curvers, Cooper Davis, Tom Callahan, Luke Hughes in the W1. But they're all trying to track down Mongo right now. Lisa Walker well and truly in touch with Chalmers.
Ashley Eakins has drifted back a little bit there. Brett Billing is up to 3rd. Keep your eye on him. Billing in the 24 cart. Big slider from Curvers. We see that a lot. You can put your money on a slide job from Curvers. All 3 of the Curvos get after it. The boy's a little bit more aggressive than Jenna in that respect. Ashley Eakins back to 6. Shannon Barry to 7th. Terry Pitts out there in that 7th spot. Oh, we got trouble here on the main stretch. Couple of carts into the tyre bundle and we are red. The 4-wheeler with the trailer gets used a fair bit. Former president of Aiken, Neil Morrell, just caught up with him. Haven't seen Neil for a while. The Morrell family. Here's a replay of what happened here. Oh my goodness me. Wow. And I apologise for those people that can't see the coverage right now or aren't looking at a screen, but oh, that just started ugly and it got worse.
Going. The rib ride, I reckon.
Oh, it just, there's nothing pretty about that. Oh, here's the speed shot as well. This is going to be
shorter on the right-hand side now.
Oh.
This sucks.
Oh, what an angle the speed camera just got.
It'll go on the flip count, though. That's exciting.
Oh, my goodness me. The speed camera angle of this is... Oh.
Yuck.
Oh. Just about landed right on the camera.
The pretzel folding doesn't look as bad from this angle, though. The other one was much worse.
Moving right along to our major sponsors, Kev Trans Haulage and Beltec.
It is all yours until the next time this cart's away. We go green again. Following on with Mongo, Nathan Chalmers and Lisa Walker in front. But here comes the dreadlocks. Brett Billing.
Oh, I love that corner.
Right up in this thing. Dude can operate.
Chalmers from Walker, from Billing, from Bull, Josh Bull, Jordan Curvers, the king of the slide job, Ashley Eakins, Shannon Barry, Terry Pitt, Luke Hughes, and Thomas Francis. Boy, that is really getting some work out. That exit to the final corner, the carts get all kinds of attitude. Here comes the Dreddy. Slips it in there. Very nice move. It's kind of like a big Nick Natanui in a blue race suit is Billo. Curvers always on it. Meanwhile, Chalmers, your leader from Lisa Walker, running 4 classes. Lisa went upside down yesterday, but she's A-OK.
She's more of a tuck and roll. She rolled out of it nicely, thankfully.
Oh, gee, she's got some pressure here, and Billing went over Curvers, and as a result, Nick Nat's in all sorts of trouble. He lost a lot of momentum. There's some similarities, just not the complexion.
Chalmers dominant right now. The battle behind him has certainly helped him step away with that lead. It's done him plenty of favours. Walker has to get back on the hunt again, but certainly Chalmers with track position. He's got a fair distance back to second place. Curvers is third from Billing, from Bull, from Shannon Barry. Billing is way upstairs, trying to get around Bull. Billing was up to third, and will have to settle in position number 6 as the checkers will wave on KT Twin Heat Race number 1 here in round 3, presented by L7 Racing and Hamos Concreting. Nathan Chalmers gets the W with Lisa Walker in second, Jordan Curvers third, Shannon Barry in fourth, Joshua Bull fifth, Brett Billings 6th, Luke Hughes 7, Tyler McQuilkin 8, Terry Pitt 9, and Thomas Francis make up your top 10 for KT Twin Heat Race number 1 here in day 2 of the 2022 ADCA Dirt Kart Australian title.
Blanchetown, Lucendale. Top end as well. Loxton, Great Southern, York Peninsula. We're green this time. Here we go. Morrison to lead us into turn 1. The battle pack heading down to Kerry's and set her up to pitch it in. Slide Job City. We got trouble. Oh, you'd be filthy about that when it stalls. Daniel Wensky's got some work to do. He's a long way back. Super sideways. Oh, you got to be careful how sideways you are. Riley Hammerstein, the birthday boy. They head down towards Kerry's. Oh, it's just a ripper shot. Ridley Sullivan back in that second spot. They're 4 wide just then into Kerry's. And surprisingly, we got out of it safely. Talitha Stott, hard charger. I spoke to her before. Young lady out of Adelaide. Did a good job yesterday. And Talitha charging hard. When you get a sec, Mitch, just give us that grid if you can, mate. I know you're busy. Sweeping through the 99
Magro.
kart.
Big move. Alexander Magro up to P2. Can get these things around. The KRT got his hands full now. He's coming after your race leader. Absolutely dialed in is Alexander Magro all weekend long. It hasn't mattered what class he's in by any means. He can get around. Trouble up at Kerry's corner. Kart 18 is Jake Oxford. Didn't pick up the other kart tied up there with him.
Gee, Magro's coming on in the KRT. So it's a KRT 1 and 2 right. Oh, Morrison! What happened then? The SA2 locks up down into turn 1. So Magro will now inherit the lead he was going to be challenging for anyway. Here comes the mini tornado again. Boy, brutal conditions here. Magro cruising away. Hopefully we can get that running order back up shortly. 1 lap to go. Oh, look at this, switching to the outside. Will it stick? Oh, that's a beautiful pass.
Good was that?
Wow. Jacob Childs, I think it was. Or was it Luke Hughes? I think it was Jacob Childs. Boy, that was a sweet pass. The SA1. Jacob Childs out of the Blanchetown Club. Just a ripping pass.
Go straight to the highlight reel.
Magro, Sullivan, Hammerstein. Childs with that blinder pass. Lewis Bull, good to see him get a good result. Well done to Letha Stott. You got Jake Tranter in 7th. Curtis Lynch, he's so good, Curtis, he gets 2 S's in his name. Hayden Vickers recovering to 9th. Jared Tozer 10th. Then back to Daniel Ludlow and dramas for Declan Morrison. Promoters, of course, with the club next year for the Aussie titles at Lucendale. We're good to go this time. Green flag is out. Side by side, Wensky and Curtis. Everybody gets out of turn number 2 okay. Hope you're feeling better, Haley, soon. We're thinking of you. Sweeping into Kerry's. Most of them fall into line, except for that outside run just then. Alexander Magro is one to watch. Gee, those Magro kids are fast. No doubt about that. They've been around the game a little while now. Wensky letting the thing breathe a little. Daniel Ludlow in that 3rd position. Cooper Davis. God, these things look like fun, Kate.
Yes, I get to drive one hopefully next weekend at Adelaide once Terry hands me the reins. He's just getting it sorted for me.
Once he hands you the reins.
Just getting it sorted out, he reckons.
I'm
Filing it in.
There's a deal being done, apparently. Yes. So Wensky has a neat little advantage, but the battle for 4th, 5th, 6th. Davis, Lynch, Shannon Barry, another great South Australian Speedway competitor. Lewis Bull, Talitha Stott, Josh Bull, Alexander Magro up to 10th, Sam Putland, another guy with South Australian Speedway experience.
Yeah, I raced against him for a lot of years in the V6 sprints.
Kelly Brown getting some shots on the main straightaway. Can't miss those pink shorts. Shooting some socials for the BRK side of things as Wensky continues to blaze away. But boy, I'm just looking at Curtis Lynch starting to wind this thing up in the number 7. Shannon Barry glued in there as well, be getting close to the business end of Heat 1 at the KT Twins. There'll be 2 of those heats. This is the first of the 2. Boy, Wensky has gapped them. Oh, man. Heavy work just then. Cooper Davis and Daniel Ludlow got together. Ooh, it's getting physical. Everybody desperately trying to get their last bank of points. Shannon Barry in the middle of that. So is Ludlow. So too now is Magro. It's a mint camera shot, Kate, isn't it?
It's unreal.
White flag is out. What's the best corner? What corner do you like the most?
I don't mind Terry's corner, but I do like the sweeper back onto the straight of the railway end. So, yeah.
Especially this direction.
Yeah,
you really get hauling, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Through Kerry's we come. Daniel Wensky is Gonski. Long, long way out in front. Curtis, Lynch, and company. Boy, he flogged them. Curtis will be second. Let's look at the official results. It will be Lynch over Davis, Shannon Barry. Relatively incident-free, which is what we like. Heat 1, final round of KT Twin. Wensky, Curtis, Lynch, Davis. Shannon Barry, Alexander Magro, Daniel Ludlow, Lewis Bull, Josh Bull. Talitha Stott ended up in 10th. Sam Putland, Ashley Nishke, Ashley Eakins, Michael Baxter, and Adam Sterling. That was your lineup and your finishing results for KT Twin Heat 1. So hopefully he'll be the mayor later next week or so. The election is on. We're getting after it. Tyler McQuilkin, Jake Tranter, Luke Squires, Luke Hughes, Thomas Francis. These KT Twins would pull the bend out of a river. Plenty of torque. Plenty of top-end speed as well. We just saw Hayden Vickers in the 46 amongst all that. Gee, they're hauling. Oh, no! That's not good. And we somehow did not end up with anybody upside down. I think it was Francis who got especially sideways into the fastest part of the racetrack, and that could have been catastrophic. Fortunately, whoa! Did you see the W1? That's going to look good on a replay. Mitch was right on it when Luke Hughes just speared off the racetrack, popped a monster mono. Jake Tranter in second, Luke Squires in third, Mark Burford up to fourth, Jordan Curvers, Mongy Chalmers in sixth, Ridley Sullivan seventh, Hayden Vickers eighth, Lisa Walker in ninth, Terry Pitt in 10th. There's a fair bit of sprint car experience in that top 10 right there. Mark Burford runs sprint cars. Luke Squires' dad ran sprint cars. Lisa Walker races sprint cars. Terry Pitt raced sprint cars. So you can see where the heritage comes from. Wow. That was a very, very unique situation for Tranter to run that wide. It allowed Luke Squires, or Lucy, as his mum calls him, a very easy pass. I'm surprised the way that played out, actually. So KT Twin, round 4, heat 2. White flag about to come out. It has been all T-Mac. Tyler McQuilkin has been kicking A55 since he started on the front row. Boy, we're so lucky. Nobody got upside down in that incident earlier. Just outside the top 10 there, you can see Charles has got into the 10th, put Pitt back to 11th. Thomas Francis recovered. Braden Dunn, Riley Hammerstein, Sierra Iwano, Luke Hughes, Brett Billing. He must have got caught up in that incident, because you would never expect the Dreddy to be that far back. Checkered flag is out. Tyler McQuilkin all the way. That's a walk in the park. Squires will hold on from Tranter. Mark Burford, businesslike in that fourth spot. Not running his own kart, actually, driving for one of his customers in the 83. Jordan Curvers gets fifth. Nathan Chalmers gets sixth. Ridley Sullivan gets seventh. Lisa Walker gets eighth. Jacob Childs is ninth. Hayden Vickers is 10th. I'm not sure that anybody really, when you're dealing with the depth that we have in the first three rows, I'm not sure who's going to come from further back than there. Mongo back in that ninth spot. Ridley Sullivan in eighth. Curtis in seventh. Curtis Lynch in sixth. This time we're green, Liam.
Curvers and Magro into one. Will they get through that unscathed? I think they will. They're starting to sort themselves out. Magro settles into second.
Whoa.
It's a car park up the top end. Over the back, there's probably 5 or 6 carts tied up.
Billing is one of them. I think I saw the 81 of Jason Curtis in there as well. Battle is on for the lead, though. Curvers and Magro. Ridley Sullivan up to third. Mongo Chalmers to fourth, Liam.
Massive pedal by the 4.
Fifth now, sorry. Barry got to fourth. So Mongo, no, he is in fourth. Mark Burford to fifth. Lynch, Bull, Francis, Bull, Ludlow and Stott, your 10.
Magro would definitely have these points calculated and know exactly where he needs to finish if he wants to wrap up his first shot at an Australian title this weekend.
Oh, he's having a go too. I don't think he wants to just sit there, although he's very gentle in that approach there, Liam.
Oh, he'll get it done this time.
Gee,
Curvers ran wide.
Just that little bit of pressure he put on.
Oh, someone's gone around. I think it was Chalmers. He kept it going. Oh, you're kidding me. Nathan Chalmers spun on his own. He caught a little bit of the moist stuff off the racing line and half spun. Well, he did spin and kept it going. Did a great job to do that.
Magro getting away right now. The KRT has been an absolute rocket ship all weekend. Curvers in that second spot. Ridley Sullivan third. Mark Burford fourth. Curtis Lynch, your top 5. Magro getting better as this race goes on. We saw Curvers lead early. Magro put the move on him right there. He ran in just enough pressure. Curvo ran wide coming out of the turn. Now, Jordan coming back at him a little bit here. Curvis has got nothing to lose here, Liam. He might as well, if he can, pin the ears back and have a go.
Have a stab. He's dancing that left front way up in the air. Curvers. Ridley Sullivan from Mark Burford in the 83. Curtis Lynch in the 7. Thomas Francis in the 29. And the heartbreaking part of all of this, Shannon Barry was third in points heading in, and he's been taken out in Kerry's corner in that first incident. So that is
another podium.
What could have been an A3.
Yeah, another podium gone begging. Curvers is closing in. I think Jordan's getting closer the more this one goes on. He's really got to put the pressure on. He leans right back over the right rear. Curvis is coming after Magro. Look at the way he leans
He's
right
transferring
back.
a lot of weight, isn't he? He doesn't have all that much weight to move, but he's using all of it. White flag will wave this time for Alexander Magro in his first pole position start. He's doing everything right. At this point, he can still come first or second and wrap up the title, Wade. But he's going to try and go all the way up the inside. He doesn't need that. Curvis will go to the race lead. He had a big lean on Magro, but that's not going to matter because Magro will still wrap up the Australian number 1. He'll be fairly calm about this. He knows it for certain. The big one finger up. Alexander Magro, Australia number 1 in the KT twin. Jordan Curvers gets the race win, but that was a fairly big lean on Magro.
You could see that he didn't want to re-challenge. He realised, I've got to be careful here. Am I going to stay in the battle? We risk both a DNF. But Magro and the KRT, Mum and Dad will be absolutely ecstatic. How about that? And that Aussie flag will be handed over, or the checker in this case. And boy, there was a couple of heart-in-the-mouth moments there. I don't think he wanted it to play out the way he did, but one-handed, backing her around with the checker. So don't tell me he's going to get the Aussie one as well. That'd be impressive.
You just have to imagine this might not be the last time we see this from Alexander Magro today. He has another 2 shots at this, both starting from pole. How about banging your hands together? How's the donut as well? He's going to have another couple of cracks. Alexander Magro, ladies and gentlemen. KT twin, Australia number 1. Bang your hands together.